Yeah, welcome to In-Depth Analysis. Before we start, I would like you guys to listen to this, I think, 1 minute clip.
Like this, we can't continue to breed poverty. That's not that's not leadership. Everybody before me spoiled everything. We didn't hire you to remind us of our past. No, it wasn't as if we appointed you. You said, I will do this. Borrowing money. Where did you carry money you borrow? He's telling you story. The he says he's going on holidays. We live largely in a very unproductive society. That's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shift so people can be productive. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No. If I go from here now to my house, the only signboard you see is signboard of churches. You go to the east, it's burials. That's not the country. If you go to any other country, you see products. Women are less corrupt. Yeah, I can tell you that. They are not as corrupt as men. And because they have families, they are more determined to see things work.
Yeah. So that was Peter Obi you just heard. He spoke about three things. He spoke about the failed promises of the government. He spoke about what Africa, not just Nigeria, is grappling with, which is politics and religion. He spoke about the women, where he applauded the women and said they are more trustworthy and more reliable. But that one, I believe that one, nobody tried to malign that. So let's start with what he said about the government. Because person will start this thing, now one pastor picking. I no one mention his name. I don't know whether he feel say Peter Obi want come take food, come out from his father table, or Peter Obi want come dismantle his father business. No, that's not what he was trying to say. Everything Peter Obi said on this clip happens to be self-explanatory and very easy to comprehend. But I just they worried about how the society they reason these days, because to comprehend these days, they're very difficult for most people. To the fact, say right now, most people have relegated their reasoning faculty to others to do the reasoning for them, to assimilate and analyze things and stone it back to them, and they consume it that same way. Instead of you to go listening to the message yourself and do those analyses yourself. We all get brain. So I don't know why some people know they like use their own brain. They want to make use of other people's brain. And most times, these people, when they make use of their brain, they send wrong messages to them. They misinterpret this thing intentionally and send it back to the people, which is absolutely very wrong. I think what Peter B said here, he needs to be applauded and he needs to be commended, because, and in short, I never even hear any leader will come out, speak boldly into the problems facing the society. That's just the truth. Now let's start with the first thing he said. Obviously, before Tinubu came on board, he came up with the Emilokon statement, it's our turn. During his inauguration, he said he was going to hit the ground running. He said he knows the way. He knows the way. He's accustomed, he has been a governor before. He's going to transform Nigeria just the same way he transformed Lagos in less than no time. That he already knows the problem. He has done analysis of the problem. He said even when he was even elected, prior to his inauguration, he traveled to France. What did he go to France to do? He said he was going to relax, seek foreign investment, analyze, do all critical analysis, so that immediately he comes back after the inauguration, he hits the ground running. So he's going to France to do all the basic calculations, analysis he was meant to do. Problems facing the country, how to solve problems facing the country, because he was already aware of them. But up until now, all we're getting is hardship and excuses. Things, commodities, price of commodities are going higher. So waiting Peter be talk for there now we be problem. Waiting him say for there we be lie. What's in that statement that it's not true? Now we're done with that. Now let's get into the main bulk of the whole drama, which happens to be religion. Before I start with that one, let me say this. You see, in Africa, if you give an African man fish, he becomes lazy because he comes to you every time to seek for fish. If you teach him how to fish, he becomes very productive, not just to himself, to his family, and to his communities. Because if you go abroad, if you see the high level of competition between Nigerians, blacks, and even the whites where they teach them, they're very high. Most times then they even supersede their teachers, their white teachers. Now them, they even teach the white teachers. So if you teach an African man something, he tends to be very good in it. But let me tell you the biggest problem now. If you give an African man religion, he dies praying for fish. And that's exactly what Peter Obi was trying to explain there. He said, if he lives here now, all you see is signboards of churches. They are praying. And yet, if you go to the east, they are dying. You are praying and you are dying. They are the only two lucrative things now. The only two things people talk about and try to do is politics, which happens to be the most lucrative business right now in Nigeria, and church, which happens to be a place for hope. So it's either you're making the money or you're seeking hope to make the money, which you seeking that hope there, you can never make the money. Because you don't expect the money to fall from heaven down to you. You can never make the money. That was exactly what he was trying to explain there. And a lot of people took it out of context intentionally. It wasn't just misinterpreted, it was intentionally misinterpreted. Because you see one thing with religion, we keep fighting for God. Which day God will ever come down and fight for him people? I don't know why African, who do us this thing? Who do us this thing? Let me tell you guys a story. In Enugu State, I'm sure you guys all know Father Mbaka. Every Wednesday or Thursday, he has this adoration, this morning mass or adoration, sort of. Then person go lock in shop for morning. And this mass at the adoration ends at, I think, 2 p.m. It starts in the morning and ends by 2. Person go lock in shop for morning. Decide go that adoration. Then, so most times, they don't go even go back their shop, then go just go back house. Customers go come, want to buy something, yet the owner of the shop is not around. Where did the owner go to? He went to pray. What are you going there to pray for? When are you not going to pray for customers? Now there is customer. Where are you? Yes, you are in the prayer ground. How does that sound? How does that sound? And most times, you don't even know whether that Wednesday you won't get your highest customer. We go blow you out of proportion. But you missed it. Because you want to get the whole blessings in the world. You want get blessing will be your own and the one will not be your own. Now the main blessing come, you miss them. We get greedy over this blessing. We get greedy over this hope. And it like saying the business of hope these days, they thrive. The business of hope these days, they thrive. Even if the con men right now, that business of hope, then they sell to people, they sway people. That was exactly what Peter Obi was trying to explain. And that's why the society right now, we end up producing children that tends to become wayward when they grow up. Because why? Morning, their father don't go to church. Afternoon, their father they church. Night, then they church. They don't go vigil. No time to attend to the children. Sometimes they go bundle the children, carry them, they sleep for ground. Insects go, they bite them. Then tomorrow the pikin go fall sick. Your business has been locked for 2 weeks. You know, be like say if your pikin fall sick now, you run to your pastor, you run to your reverend. He's going to see. You don't even know him. The policeman won't even allow you come close to him. Now still that same people will be open their own shop. They try put things together, and at them you go beg. Then if they not going to give you call them wicked people. So when Peter Obi said he's going to dismantle that, doesn't mean he's going to break down churches or bring down churches. But he's going to reconstruct the brains of people. Make them start to reason fine. It's not church. Now we pray paso. We're the most religious and sentimental, emotional country in the world. But yet, what do we have on ground? What do we have on ground? All we have on ground is just the richest pastors in the world. Poor country like us, but we produce rich pastors every year, wealthy pastors every year. It's now a lucrative business. Apart from politics right now the business of hope. It's either you are into politics or you are into the business of politics or you are into the business of hope. One of the two. Now then be the most lucrative and successful business right now. So man, when he says he's going to dismantle is reconstruct the minds of people. Not when you're picking fall sick. Now people will get sense, you can't go meet for money. If they're not going to give you, they call them out. When you have the opportunity, make you not even go meet them in the first place. But because you want grab everybody blessing. Collect bless will be your own and the one will not be your own. Remember, we could start to use our head. Hapa. Thank you guys for listening. Use your head.